These carrots aren't showing up in my inventory. Yeah. What's going on, guys? My name is MrMEOLA, and today we are playing on the Exile Feed the Beast server again. It's been about 2 weeks since our last episode, and my gosh, a lot has changed. Actually, since the last episode, which was sort of like an introduction, we had some issues with our server, unfortunately, and we're actually playing on a new server. So I've been hard at work since then. It was probably good timing because I was still getting my stuff together since I first started playing Feed the Beast, and it sort of gave me a chance to stay on track with everyone else since everyone else had to start again, which is a shame for them. But this is where I've sort of been working at the moment. This is sort of like my little base. I haven't picked a base yet. This was a temporary spot. I was in dire need of a bed to sleep in because I wasn't having much luck. So down here, I decided to dig down a bit and place my bed, safe from any mobs, because I wasn't having any luck at all. As you could probably imagine, I tend to have a lot of trouble. And today, like I just thought, I'll give you a run through of what I've been up to. The first place I want to stop is a place called, well, basically we're going to go through here. This here is a book. These books are introduced using a mod called Mistcraft. You've probably heard of it. Very popular mod. It's been around for a while. But basically, you can create books to teleport between different dimensions, which brings me onto this another mod that's introduced, which is called the Twilight Forest, which is another dimension. So we right-click our book, which is in our little book stand here, and we then left-click this space here, and it takes us to the Twilight Forest. Now this here is sort of acting similar to a nether hub as you'd have in a vanilla server. It's sort of in development, but over here we have a whole lot of books teleporting you to different places in the overworld. So we got like Last's place, we got Raider, we got Rick's, and so on and so forth. We got an end portal that we've found. And that's basically it. And over here we have my base, which is where we just came from. But where I want to head isn't Azdajuki's place, but behind it we got Azdajuki's mine. Now Azdajuki is a good friend of mine. He's a fellow Australian. He's the other Aussie on the server. And here we have our mine that we've been working on. If it wants to render any second, come on. As you can see, we've been hard at work here. If you look down, if you can see down there, you may be able to tell that the bedrock is indeed flat. That's a third mod that's in this mod pack, which is the, I guess, flat bedrock or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but here's what I've been working with. This here is my sort of collection point that all my stuff's been getting pumped through. It's sort of been torn apart since I've been using it, but basically what we've been using is an item called a turtle, which I don't have on me at the moment, but these blocks up here are turtles, and basically they're crafted pretty cheaply apart from the diamond pickaxe, but they're programmable items using a computer, using the mod computer craft, I believe, and you can pretty much use them to just dig up blocks, and we've been using those on like a 25 by 25 radius cube, I guess, yeah, square, to dig straight down to bedrock. And what happens is they have a ender chest in their inventory, which then those items that go into the ender chest end up in this ender chest here, which is then pulled out by these items here, which are called, how can I not remember that? Let me have a look. I actually can't remember what these items are called. I mean, I've been playing with them so much. A transposer. So the transposer suck the items out. Let's demonstrate, I suppose. So we place that in there. It's sucked out our transposer, and it's going to pump it along these tubes. And over here we have barrels. Now barrels store 64 stacks of one item. So as you can see, we got aluminium, I think. We got flint and steel. We got copper. We got silver, and a few other things, so on and so forth. Keeps going. But obviously that can't go into them as they can only hold those items. It keeps traveling along the line here, and since it's not matching up with anything along the way, as you can see we've got a ton of diamonds here, it ends up in these iron chests. Whoops. And as you can see, our transposer is in our chest here. So these chests have been racking up full of goods. I don't know what half this stuff is good for, but it looks cool. And as you can see, we got a ton of stuff here. We got 7 stacks of obsidian. We got 64 stacks of coal, just about. A lot of iron and a bunch of other stuff as well. But this leads me on to part 2 of the tour. We're going to head back to the Twilight Forest. And I'm not sure why we're having lag issues. Probably because I'm recording. Haven't recorded on this server just yet, but been wanting... Ooh, bit of lag there. Been having a lot of issues with recording lately, guys. I'm very sorry for the lack of Let's Plays and mod spotlights, but just haven't had the time or any moments to do it. I don't like filming those sorts of things when I got other people in the house, because I can't just... They look at me like I'm a freak, basically. But finally, everyone's out of the house, and I can finally record this episode. But here we have a bit of a thing that I've been working on. Originally, it just had this here, which was a generator, which basically sort of like a furnace. I wish I could introduce this stuff, but you guys probably know more about this than I do, so it's probably unnecessary. This stuff is pretty complicated stuff. These are generators. They burn fuel. They transfer fuel along here into this here, which is an MFE, which pretty much holds energy. It holds a lot of energy, 600,000 energy. It doesn't really sound like much, but it's a lot. Now this here is a, geez, I can't remember. It's a low voltage something, but basically, power is used to power different items. For example, this macerator here and this induction furnace here. There's different tiers of items. Now this MFE outputs 128, I guess, energy per second, or tick per tick, I suppose. And not all items can operate at that level. There's another energy thing, I can't remember what it's called, battery box, that pumps out 64 or 32, and there's another one that pumps out 256. Now if you pump out too much energy for a small item, it basically blows up. So you have to transfer that into a smaller amount of energy, which is what this item here is for, and basically it stops this item from blowing up. Now what the macerator does is it grinds every bit of ore into 2 dust. Now each bit of dust you can then smelt into 1 ingot each. So basically you're obtaining twice the iron, or twice the amount of ingots for every item, which is it's great sort of thing. So every iron ore we use then gets converted into basically 2 ingots in the long run, while it gets pumped into here. So we've got this barrel here full of iron, lots of iron. It gets sucked into here with this timer. Every redstone tick, 1 gets sucked out, gets sucked into here and split up into dust. So if we take that out, the reason it's not sucking out is because we've filled it up. Now this here is an overclock upgrade. It makes basically the macerator produce iron, or it works a lot quicker. So as you can see, it produced 2. Now the iron, or the dust, gets sucked out through this pipe into our induction furnace here, which is full as well, which has 2 slots. It can smelt 2 items at once. Now these get smelted into ingots here. As you can see, it's starting off very slowly. This is the upgraded, it's basically you upgrade the furnace into an iron furnace, and an iron furnace into an induction furnace. Very complicated, and there's a lot of lightning at the moment, storms and all. But basically the longer that this smelts in consecutive time, the hotter it gets and the quicker it smelts. So as you can see, it's speeding up and up and up, and as you can see, our dust is getting sucked into our new item here, and unfortunately it gets stuck because there's not enough room, because this filled up so quickly. But we're going to let that go, and what's supposed to happen is it's supposed to suck out the ingots and pump them into this barrel. Let's go and put these ingots away by double right clicking, and now we've got ingots there. Over here we got, basically we're just smelting fuel. I'm powering all of this off of charcoal, which we're running pretty low on. Hopefully, you know what, let's turn down the sound, because that's going to be very loud. Now these here are our mining turtles that I was telling you about before. As the Juki programmed them and lent me some of his code, which I'm very grateful for. He's helped me out a lot on this server. Now you're probably wondering what sort of items and tools I've been using. It may look like I'm not wearing anything right now, but by hitting E, I'm actually wearing this, which is power armor, which is amazing stuff. Basically, the armor itself is crafted pretty cheaply. Just normal iron armor with this wiring, which is crafted pretty cheaply again. But that's not the expensive part. The expensive part is basically this table here. This is a tinker table, and you use a tinker table to adjust your armor. So as you can see, we've got our 4 armors here. Our helmets, these are all the different enhancements you can put onto your armor. So I'm using the energy shield, which is the most powerful shield you can use. I'm also using the highest battery to power my shield, because it's all based on energy here. You got to recharge your armor. Instead of durability, it's basically energy that's powering everything. But what you do is, by clicking armor, it tells you what item you need, which is a force field emitter. Now I needed a ton of, I needed a ton of these to craft this armor. Let's have a look. Force field emitter, this one here. So it's crafted using 4 ender pearls and 5 solenoids, which is it gets pretty expensive basically, but we needed to do that for every one of them. We've also got special abilities like these here. Night vision, flight control, I guess helps you control when you're flying. The aura meter, all sorts of different stuff. Environment, so the auto feeder. So you probably saw earlier that I was breaking up the carrots, but I wasn't getting any items, and the reason for that is whenever I get any food in my inventory, it just basically sucks it into some sort of storage. I'm not sure where the storage is, and it feeds me whenever I get hungry, so it's a good way to keep track of that. Let's have a look. Efficiency or energy consumption. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how that works, unfortunately, but I might look into that soon. And we've got the water electrolyzer, which, yes, I have as well. Basically you can survive underwater without breathing, so very cool there. And the cosmetics, so that's explaining why my armor is invisible. Transparent armor, basically if you want to show off your skin while still being protected, you use that and you've got invisible armor. You can also color your armor and change the style of armor it looks. So we can actually salvage. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Install that. Did I? What? I thought by salvaging it we'd get the piece of... Oh man, that kind of sucks. By holding shift, more information. Does it work? Yeah, I got no idea, to be honest. Anyways, we got some pretty cool stuff. Like here we've got a glider, so we can glide through the air. We got a parachute, so we can basically drop slowly by holding shift, and we got jetpacks, which I want to install. Instead of the jetpack though, I was told to install jet boots, which basically let me jump really high like this. So I can jump really high. Actually, wow, that was really high, wasn't it? Wow, and I don't take fall damage because for another upgrade. And as you can see, by holding shift, I fall very slowly. And I'm not sure how the glide one works. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. On top of that though, I don't have to jump when running up 1 blocks. I can run super fast. This is running. This is my walking speed. And there's all sorts of different stuff. That's very, very cool. I suppose there's just a bunch of other random things lying around. I've been trying to get these to work, but they're nothing too important. But what I did want to do, I wanted to upgrade my iron chests. So I think I got another one in here somewhere. Yes, I do. So apparently, I'm not sure how this works, but you can upgrade your chests to different tiers of basically a chest. So you got your normal chest, your iron chest. It's basically a double chest in one, and we can use this here, which is an iron to gold chest upgrade. Now I think if we right click, yes, it worked. Cool. And that means it's like 3 chests in one, which is pretty cool. So let's do that to all of them. And then the next thing I wanted to do was upgrade them to diamond. Now, what was the recipe for these? Kind of expensive, I suppose. 2 diamond, gold for each one of these. And now we have a diamond chest, which holds that much items. That is amazing. That is awesome. That is cool. So let's do that to all of them, because they can hold a ton of items now. And the last, there's another upgrade, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it. It's the let's type in this upgrade. We can go from diamond to obsidian or diamond to crystal. They're pretty, not really expensive actually, now that I look at it. Basically obsidian makes them unbreakable, so they're sort of resistant to explosions, and the crystal makes them see-through, which, let's go to last last place, because I know he's got some pretty cool stuff. I don't want to show anything off that might ruin stuff though. I don't know what any of this is. This just looks incredible. Sneak peek. Sorry last if I'm sharing anything that you haven't shown off yet. But these are crystal chests which I'm thinking of upgrading to. I'm not sure yet. So you can see basically what's inside the chest. So as you can see, there's all turtles and maps and all sorts of stuff in there. All these items, God knows, I don't know what any of this is. So let's get out of here before I do something I shouldn't. He's got some pretty crazy stuff around here that I have no idea about. Twilight Hub, yes. So there's a lot of lag going on there. Now where to next? I have an idea of what I want to do. Okay, come on. Yes, alright. Now, let's have a look what we got in these chests. Wow, come on, this lag is just annoying. Bunch of ingots and stuff. Yeah. 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 Alright, so I'm going to go grab some stuff from the mine, and I will see you back here in a second. Alright, so what I wanted to do, I wanted to use this here, which is a soul forge, I believe it's called. I'm going to take our diamonds out. Now what you do with this is you can smelt diamonds, I believe. I'm pretty sure. They may take a while to smelt. It looks like they do. I'm going to let that smelt, and I will be back shortly. So as you can see here, our induction furnace has heated up to 43%, and look how fast it is pumping out these ingots. It's crazy. As you can see, our ingots are piling up pretty quickly. We've got 34 stacks of 64. You do the math, I can't be bothered. Actually, I think we can... There we go, we got 2,000 iron ingots in there, and 500 ore still to go. Not to mention that 64 and that 40 or so. But geez, look how quick it goes. And over here we've got our soul forge, which is slowly going. Basically, it burns 8 corrupted essence to burn 1 diamond. And so it's burnt 3 already, maybe 4. Not entirely sure. That's 4. It's definitely 4. But it needs 8. I don't know why the bar's there though. That kind of sucks. It's going to take forever. Hurry up! So because this is taking forever, I decided we'll save that for the next episode. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a bit of a sneak peek into the Twilight Forest. Here's a bit of a portal that I've set up. This here is a waypoint that I've set. You can set waypoints on your mini-map just to remember where to go and stuff like that. But I just thought maybe we could go over here and check out this one here. Yeah, let's do that. I didn't even think of that. Let's do it though. I died over here a while back and I could never go back and retrieve my stuff, but I figured, hey, let's go check it out. Let's go see if our stuff's still there, because I know I haven't been there. I don't know if anyone else has flown around there recently, but we'll take a bit of a look into the Twilight Forest while we're going over there. Every mob sort of has something different. Like as you can see, we got rams here. These are sort of like sheep, I suppose. We got some brown wool there. We got deer, I think. I suppose that would be called. Not too sure. Here we have a spawner. I'm not sure what these are. I've never encountered them actually. I'm not sure if that will even stop them from spawning. But let's take a look if there's a chest or something around, because there might be. You never know. I don't know. I really don't know what to expect with these sorts of things. I guess not. I guess I was... Whoa, keep forgetting I don't have to pillar up. Things just move so quickly in this game. I suppose we can keep moving over in this direction before we load the chunks. Gosh, it's such a time saver just walking up hills. As you can see with here, we got, I believe it's called a dark forest biome, very dense forest. Underneath that, you can run around, but it's a bit painful to do that. Oh, I love not taking fall damage. It's so good. It's like feather falling extreme. So, oh wow, I'm hungry. Oh, that's not good. That ain't good. I need food. Big time. Oh. No way. No way. Oh my god. What is this called? I gotta set a waypoint for this joint here. B. Okay, something hill. Can't remember what these are called, but these are incredible. These are basically like dungeons. But you know what? Let's block that up because these dungeons are like incredibly hard to explore. That's something maybe I'll do. Nah, maybe I'll save that for tomorrow. I don't know, but that's. Oh, you guys are gonna scream. These things are awesome. I'm gonna leave this episode here and find some food and hopefully not die with all my stuff on because that would be disastrous. I got way too much to lose. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for the abrupt end, but geez, stay tuned while we search the something hill because you guys are gonna love that. I've never been down there. I've always wanted to find one, and it looks like this one hasn't been explored yet. But I'm so excited. Sorry for such a random episode, but thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.